Okay, go ahead. Tell us where you're at.
I'm in front of a homeless shelter called Cass, and
Phoenix.
In Phoenix, Arizona, and it's where homeless people in this area come and go to get services and needs they met, and they can stay and live.
How did you get here? I mean, why are you here? Let's put it that way.
Why am I here? Well, I was kicked out of the House of Yahweh for stealing food. And
what do you mean stealing food?
Well, I was bringing food to other people that were in the work along with me, who told me they were hungry, and I was running a garden, and a lot of the garden food we were dumping out to chickens and the dogs. And so I decided to take some of the food and help my fellow workers out with, and then that was the excuse they used to put me out. I had them call the sheriff of Callahan County, and he drove me away.
So
in the House of Yahweh for would have been 14 years, and I was taught by Yisrayl Hawkins, and he told me that we were his children and that he would treat me like one of his children. And so I left everything and sold things as I needed to provide for my needs, and eventually I got down to nothing. And when I got down to nothing, that's when he told his guys to kick me out.
Well, why do you think?
I wasn't paying bills and I wasn't being profitable for him. I was an unprofitable servant.
So why do you think that he kicked you out? I mean, some of his children live very well. I mean, why is it that you? I mean, first of all, you said you stole food. I mean,
well,
were you taking food from people, or are you just taking it out? You said it was for the animals.
Well, a lot of the food, the extra food, would be poured out for the chickens and put in gardens. And I worked and used grown gardens for him, and a lot of it had just gone to waste, looked like waste to me. And when a fellow worker would come and ask for either money or things because he was hungry, I would give him money sometimes if I had it, and then other times I finally was growing a garden almost by myself, and then I started reaping the corners to provide for the needs of the workers. These were actual workers in the House of Yahweh. They weren't workers. They weren't people from outside.
So when you came to the House of Yahweh, were you homeless?
No, I had a place to stay. I had an RV I brought down to stay in. I had tools to work carpentry and do my trade. I had a vehicle. I had a pickup, and I could do my trade. But in the course of time, being accused of not paying my bills and being a slouch to Yahweh, I sold off things, about everything I had, so I could pay bills and keep current, because I was only making $70 a week. There are others that made far less than that, and there are others that made far more.
So the House of Yahweh paid you $70 a week?
The House of Yahweh paid me $70 a week.
Dang Plains. Now let me ask you, when you got to the point where they kicked you out, where was your vehicle? I mean, you didn't have a vehicle or anything?
I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have, all I had about was a shirt on my back. I'd been living in a tent out in the middle of a field for about 3 or 4 years, because I'd sold everything off. And so what little dab of nothing I had, why another brother in the house allowed me to come and stay on his property for a season at a time. But during that time, the little trailer I was living in, they wanted to sell all the time anyhow, and they finally sold it. And so I had to leave out of there, and I finally contacted my brother and came down to Phoenix.
And that's where you're at right now, in Phoenix.
I'm at now.
Now let me ask you, when they told you to leave, I mean, did they give you a plane ticket to come to Phoenix, or how did all transpire? Tell me about that.
They said they would give me a bus ticket to anywhere in the United States. At the time, though, I had done what Yisrayl Hawkins said, and I had cut off all relations with my family, quote, out in the world. And so I had no contact, didn't even have a phone to contact them with, so I had no way of really getting a hold of them and getting a place to go. I didn't know where to go, so I told them I don't have any place to go for a bus ticket. So, and they wanted me off the property.
Well, did you want to leave? Or they told you had to leave? I mean, what's the deal with that?
They said I had to leave. And they confined me to my tent. I wasn't supposed to go anyplace else. And I had a bicycle at the time, and the tire was flat, so I walked over to the farm area, which where I had a compressor, and tried to air up the tire, but they'd already hit the pump.
Hold on a second. We're close to the airport, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I told them to call the sheriff, and if I had broken the law, and prosecute. But they called the sheriff, and all he did was haul me off to another brother. And then eventually I came in contact with my brother down here in Phoenix and caught a ride down here.
Well, I mean, did Yisrayl say bye to you? Did he, I mean...
No, and I went and asked for help with a bus ticket, and they told me, well, that expired, that didn't apply now. This was 6 months later, and so they wouldn't even give me a bus ticket out.
So where were you at for the 6 months when you got kicked out? Who took you in? I mean, did you go to the Salvation Army?
No, a brother in the House of Yahweh showed compassion, and he allowed me to stay on his property in a little trailer for about 9 months. But then that trailer sold, and I had to move.
So then?
And then I came here. And so now here I am in front of a homeless shelter, and I've been out on the street for a while.
Yeah, you told me they stole your boots last night or something?
Yeah, they stole my boots. What I'm wearing now is all I got, pretty much. I had a bag, and so I'm down to this.